Hello, I'm Jessica Rogers, and we're here doing a makeup tutorial. I do age-appropriate makeup for a photo shoot. This is our teen model, and we're going to continue on with part two. We already did her face. She has her foundation, has her blush, and now we're going to apply the eye makeup, an age-appropriate smoky eye. So to begin with, we're gonna first put primer in her eye. And I'm going to take a concealer brush. And I'm going to use NYC primer. It's a beautiful palette. And we're going to take the primer first. Get it plenty on it. Not too much because a little does go a long way when you're putting eye primer on. Have it closer there. Just kind of circle. And we're just going to place here. Now, depending on where you're going to put makeup, you need to determine where you're going to put it at. Open your eye. I'm going to put it on the lid, on the brow bone, and on the lash line, under and the line. Because whatever you do on the eye, you have to do on the bottom. A little bit. I'll take a smudge brush now, and I'm just going to blend it in nicely. I'm just going to fully cover that eye. Open your eye. Yep. Open your eye. And this pretty much just makes sure the shadows that you put on the eye stick. It really keeps it there. Okay? So now, we're done for sure. I'm going to apply the first color. I'm going to use I'm going to go to my MAC palette. And I'm going to use a soft brown. It has a little slight shimmer in it. I'm going to use a different bunch of shadows because I like to mix. I'm going to start with the soft brown and head over the line. Just put it all over the lid. Pick up some more. Bring it up to here. Now I'm going to pick up another color. This is another soft, lighter brown. I'm going to just put it right on top. So I want it to base, because I'm using the first color as a base. So, because I want this one to really pop, so I put that one on first. Okay. Now I'm going to use a crease brush, which is also known as a pencil brush. I mean, people have very different names, but for me, I call it crease because I use it mostly for the inner crease. And I'm going to take a darker color, more of a champagne kind of brown, in her crease. And make a slight V here. Okay. I'm going to blend it with another pencil brush. Just blend it up. Okay. Then I'm going to take a purple, a light purple first. Because I'm not going to do a highlight yet. I like to do the highlight there. I'm take a light purple. You can see it. And this one is actually called Wistara. Okay, it's a very lavender, pretty purple, with a little bit of shimmer. And we're gonna put it in the corner as a base for the next color. Because I'm gonna put a darker. Just gonna keep it right there, at the end of her eye. And I'm going to stay in that V shape I want. I'm going to blend it out. Just build it up. Now I'm going to take an even darker NYC palette to give it more top off. Smoky eyes, they don't always have to have that dark. You can do smoky eyes with color, just earth tones. Doesn't always have to be. I mean, if that's how you prefer it, then okay. But with her, because she is a teen model, we try to keep her looking as young as fresh. So we try to keep it as natural as we can. But she does prefer a little edge. So to keep her happy, right? We give her a little edge to her look, but we still keep it within, you know. Okay, your face, you see it? Look over your eye. Still have a little bit of that beautiful purple. We're gonna darken it now with another color. I'm gonna take a blending brush. And I'm gonna just blend it a little bit more. And I find that I get better with a pencil brush. I blend better. I like the bit. And try not to overlap the inner. I want to keep, I want to keep this the gold, kind of brown. Keep the purple and the white. You see it better here. The gold, the lavender, the dark purple. I want to keep it really blended softly. So it's almost like she has makeup, but she really doesn't. You know, you want to see it slightly. So you want to very pretty. Okay. It's very simple to do. I don't understand why people complain about it. Now I'm gonna take highlight. I am gonna take a creamy highlight, put it under her brow bone, never above. Just slightly dab it with my finger. Because I feel I have more control with my finger. I have to look at the brush sometimes. I'll take up some more here on the brow bone. Now she has very bold brows, so this is very easy to do. And now I'm gonna just blend that down. Yeah. I'm gonna highlight it better. See the highlight a little bit better here. I'm gonna pick up vanilla. Like a nice, actually no, this one is ivory. This is ivory now. To pick up a nice ivory color. And I like a big fluffy brush for it. So just gonna brush it on. Okay. Over here. Now I'm gonna take an eyeliner pencil. I'm gonna use black. Open your eye. And I'm going to line her waterline. She's a little sensitive with this, so she please forgive. Open your eye. Okay. Come on, closer, please. Open. Pick up. I'm not putting a heavy, thick line. I want to keep it young, but you can see she does have it on. Her eyes are more defined because we need to keep it age appropriate. You don't want a thick black line. You just want enough just so the eye can pop open. With your eye. Okay. See it? You see her eyes more shaped. Going to fill in her brows. So I'm going to take this and mix it with espresso. It's a very nice brown color. I'm gonna mix the black because they're a little dark. Her hair is very dark, so I'm gonna mix it with another soft brown and espresso. So eyebrow color is a little unique. And sorry, malfunction. And we're gonna fill them up. You don't want them to be too pretty, just enough to fill them up. Nice and full. I personally love thick brows. It keeps you young. And when you do your brows, here's a rule. It should always line up from here, here, to here. Kind of a V. This is where they end. This is where they arches. This is where they begin. If you're doing it, if you should do that, then you should always have good brows. I'm gonna fill them in again. Just to have it more line. See? Adjustments. Not. Just make it more defined. Just a little filling. You fill them up. Push the hair up. Put a little powder on it. There's the espresso. So I can set. Nice and lovely. So the next one. Remember, if they're too even, it's not a natural look. And with teen models, you need to always keep it as natural as you can. It's youthful. You want to keep them looking really youthful. And with Niftali's photo shoot, we had very deep, intensified eyebrows because she has beautiful brows. I'm a very big fan of eyebrows. So, yeah. I'm just going to bring it down here. Yeah. When you do your brows, how you enjoy it with her. She has very beautiful natural brows, so they look very pretty. Here we are. I'm going to keep them looking very pretty. So now after we have the highlight, we're going to go back and take a powder and line the eye. I'm going to line it with a beautiful eggplant color. That's right there. A little. Just the eyelid. Just the eggplant color. Now this is a dark color, but because of her style preference, she does like a little edge. And extremely up close, relax. I have a little fallout. Don't worry about fallout. Fallout always happens naturally. Just, wipe it off with a brush. Should be fine. Here we are. Keep it up. Keep it up. And now I'm going to take an eyeliner. I'm going to line the eye. Mascara. This is Maybelline New York Stiletto. It's a very filter pen like a liner. She does like a little, so we're going to give her a slight wing. Put on the top. Something. Line that eye. I'm going to start from in to out, never from out. Relax. I'm not going to make this line too thick. I don't want it to overpower her eye. When she opens her eye, you don't want to see just a big black line. You want makeup to show. Stand away. Try to get both sides as even as you can. There we are. keep it open. It's closed. I'm gonna pour some of those colors we put on our eyes before. The soft brown under here. Over here. Take that beautiful eggplant we had before. Just line it. Yeah. And sometimes when you have a model who's not used to eye makeup, have them to look the opposite direction that you're gonna walk. That way it calms them down. With Mystery, we have her look all kinds of ways. But it works. Okay. Yeah. Exaggerate a little bit. Okay. Now I'm going to put on first layer of lash. See that? It's very pretty. But we're gonna